life. Actually, this particular video is an update on the lady that we all advised on the Marry Clinic platform regarding our choice of who to marry according to our story. She said she was going to be getting married in a month's time. In 1 month time, she'll be getting married. However, the person she's planning to get married to, from all the description, all the analysis, the incidences that has happened between both of them, it's obvious that this young man is a gold digger, that this man is just after her because of her money, because she seemed to be doing well. I remain your host, Mola Ehano. Thank you for always joining us. So, like I was saying, the man is interested in her just because she seemed to be doing well. She's established in her business. I mean, she's into a good um, money spinning business and she makes money. But this guy, is broke, he's indebted to so many people to the tune of millions. This guy doesn't really show that he loves her. I mean, she came to us at Marriage Clinic, she explained herself, and she was like, I'm so confused, I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. And I posted a case on the platform and I was amazed that over 26,000 people saw that particular post and almost 1,000 people took the pain after reading our issue, took the pain to leave a comment to say, young lady, you are not doing the right thing, you are not doing it right. You should not marry this man, because if you marry this man, we can predict what the future of the marriage will look like from what you both are doing now. She had introduction with him a few months ago, and already she moved in with him just to familiarize herself with him and to plan for the wedding. And just for her to move in, she started seeing the true nature of this guy. They are always arguing, always fighting. Then she has not even married the guy, she has started to pick up the bill. She's the one taking care of the running of the home, she's the one funding a lot of things. The guy is even telling her that, see, I want to do a loud wedding, I don't want to do a small wedding, despite the fact that he does not have money in his pocket. These are the kind of men that like to dictate to the woman, the big things they want without them having the resources at hand to fund their lifestyle. So this guy is one of them. And this lady says she's confused. And many of us, I mean, almost 1,000 people took the pain to leave a note, to leave a comment and say, young lady, you are not doing it right. You are not doing the right thing. See, if you go ahead and marry that guy, you are going to regret this move. You are going to regret this step. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I mean, everyone, actually, no mother could not, there is no true abiamo that will see, our case, that will not take the pain to put something down to say, young lady, the voice of men at times can be the voice of angels. Don't do this. Even men, people who are men, the males among us at Marriage Clinic, they took pain to say, see, I'm a man, let me tell you the truth, that guy does not love you a bit. That guy is just busy using you. Don't marry him. Cancel the wedding. Don't go ahead with the wedding. I mean, after all those comments, after everyone has taken the pain to say, young lady, take a step back, take a break. This lady, still told me yesterday night that, ma, see, to be honest, I don't know how to make a U-turn, because we've gone so far. It's not as if she's pregnant, she's not even pregnant. That I don't know how to make a U-turn. I said the first step you need to take to make a U-turn is to first of all leave his house. You have to leave first. And then she came back again and said, oh, actually, ma'am, we are sorting it out, we are working it out. I said, you are working what out? He said, well, that I called our pastors and I told them that it's like I don't want to go ahead with the wedding plans. And they were like, what happened? that so they summon both of them for a meeting, that so they are going to be going for the meeting so that they can work things out. And I said, excuse me, young lady, working things out, I don't understand. Do you think few minutes or few hours of meetings with your pastor would change who this guy is? You don't understand the fact that you are dealing with the content of his character, who he is. The true picture of who he is what he's already showing you. There are few minutes of meeting with him cannot change who he is, because that is his nature. He's going to continue to behave like that until, I mean, something drastic happens to him that will, that will make him change his ways. They don't just change like that. They don't just change by a few minutes of meetings with pastors or anyone like that. And I was like, so many things started running through my mind. That's why I made this video, because see, the honest truth is, this lady cannot say she has not received help from God. Because see, God has literally sent her nothing less than 1,000 people to wake her up, to draw her attention to the fact that she's about to dive into the ocean and she may never recover or come back from it. To tell her that, wake up, you are making the wrong moves, you are taking the wrong step. Yet she's not saying it. A lot of people are saying, see the handwriting on the wall, young lady. I want you to know that, see, some ladies today that are divorced, or that are single mothers, or that are struggling in marriage, they wished they had advisors. They wished they had independent, neutral persons that looked at them when they were still courting their spouses to say, hey, this one, the red flags are too many, don't marry him, don't marry her. Some of them wish they listened to their parents, to their elders, to people who were observing this to be spousing, and they are telling you, drawing your ears that, I don't think this person will make a good husband, I don't think this person will make a good wife. Some of them wish they had people to open their eyes to see the danger ahead of them, but they didn't have that opportunity. That's one of the reasons why we started Marriage Clinic, because we don't want a situation whereby people will blame it on ignorance, that we don't know, that is why we blindly went into marriage. No, the time of ignorance is gradually fading off. You have to know what you're about to go into, because see, when the repercussions start to come, you will not have a choice than to do or than to divorce. Now, despite all that everyone has told her, she's saying, we'll work it out, we'll work it out, we'll work it out. And that takes me to another point. See, as a young lady or as a young man, there is no way you put sex before discovery of the content of his character, before friendship. When you put sex ahead, and you started engaging in sexual activities, I tell you, you cannot think straight anymore. That is what is happening right now. The guy has used sex to confuse her, to bamboozle her, to make her right senses to be blown away, so she's not thinking straight anymore. What do you think when you move in with a guy and he's having free sex, and he's going in and out into you anyhow? What do you expect? You won't be able to think straight. And that is exactly what is happening. Despite the fact that the voices of reasoning are telling you, young lady, you are not doing the right thing, she's still saying, oh, we want to work things out. It's obvious she's the one desperate to get married. She's the one that wants to get married. And this also takes me to the point of, see, this marriage thing, we are part of the problem. Society is part of the problem, because the way we carry this marriage thing, we make it look like it's a passport to heaven, that if a human being is not married, we should look at them and treat them like people with leprosy. That is the truth. That is the reality. The crave, the desperation at which young ladies want to marry, even when they see the red flag, they will say, oh, never mind, don't worry, I will cope with it. I remember 3 years ago, there was this lady I was telling, don't marry this guy. This guy does not even respect your people. He doesn't respect those of us around you. He wants to marry you. His common sense did not tell him that he's supposed to come and see all the people around you, to even talk with them, discuss with them. This guy, we told her, bring this guy to us, let's assess him for you. This lady never brought him, nothing like that. They went ahead, did their wedding. People, we didn't really know so much about him, and just yesterday she called and said, ma, for the past 3 years you left me alone. I didn't hear from you again. I have suffered. This is what is happening to me. The mother-in-law has shown me shege. This girl was a very brilliant girl. She was almost qualifying for her ICANN. I remember supporting her in so many ways, even helping her look for a job, just for her to do well. she was, you could tell that she has a bright future, and she was of a lovely spirit, until she got married to a wrong person and everything paused. She lost the job because she couldn't focus anymore. Now she has baby, and they told her to sit at home to be taking care of the baby. Our baby do not go to creche. You must sit at home as a woman and take care of the child. The ICANN, she can no longer finish it. The school part-time she's running, VSC, she can no longer finish it. Now she's in a level, she's in a stagnant level. She cannot move forward, she cannot go back. She can't say, she's saying, man, how I wish I listened there. See, that is how it is. By the time you spend 2 to 3 years in the marriage, I tell you, you will know whether you married the right person or the wrong person. You see, at 25, you will be looking 37. You will be looking older than your age. You will be emaciating daily. Why? Because internally you are unhappy. You are unhappy. So, see, when you start engaging in sexual activities before doing the right thing, I tell you, you won't be able to think straight. You will not objectively assess this person you are about to get married to, and that is why the rate of divorce is on the increase. Because we just go into it carelessly, because the pressure from society is too much. The pressure from parents, she's even saying, how will I go back to my parents? Apparently the mother has been like, you have to bring husband home. You have to bring husband home. And also our pastors, let's pray for people to become productive in life. Let them advance society. Let them contribute meaningfully to society. Our prayer should not only be for them to get married, for them to make money. See, it's good to be married, but what have you achieved as a human being before you say you want to get married? You've not achieved anything as an individual adult. The first thing you are thinking about after leaving school is marriage. What happens to the advancement of, your contribution to the advancement of mankind, to the development of society, to the development of nation? How are you contributing meaningfully, even starting from your home, what are you doing to add value to society, to yourself, to your life, to the people around you? What are you doing? How are you contributing to the earth? Because when scripture says go multiply, replenish the earth, we always think it's about having sex, giving birth to children, and giving birth irresponsibly, having children uncontrollably. No, it's beyond that. The fruit of your brain. What are you producing with your brain, with your mind, with your talent, with your gifting? What is it that you are doing to contribute positively, meaningfully to the advancement and development of nations, society, people? What are you doing? Some of us, we do not have any achievement to our name. The only thing you want to do that you think will bring you achievement in life is marry. And that is why some people cannot think of any other good coming out of their life other than marriage. And see, marriage is the least of the achievement that God wants us to achieve on earth. As a matter of fact, the purpose why He created us on this earth is not marriage. Do you know how I know? Because none of us came to this world married, and when we are living, no one is given to marriage in the earth hereafter. None of us, when we are dying, we will not take marriage along. When we were all born, we were not born with marriage. None of us came with a husband or a wife. No. So something you should think about this thing, because that we don't think about it. Even our preachers, sometimes they don't think about it. We make it look like marriage is the passport to heaven, is the almighty. Now that lady should not forget that the pastors will not be there to live with her in that guy's house. As a matter of fact, when the issues start coming, she will not see them again. That is the honest truth. She won't see them again. See, some of them may come around, pray with you, but they will tell you it's your cross, carry it. It's your cross, carry it. Why? Because the red flags were there, but you were sheepishly following, pastors, following the prophets, rather than you to also deploy your mind and think through this thing. How is this guy treating me? Does this guy respect me? Am I making progress since I met him? Because see, it's obvious that it's gradually draining you, and I don't know why you can't see this, but everyone around you can see. People are telling you now, make a new turn, you say, oh, it's too late, and this is how young ladies, and I mean young ladies and some young men, make mistakes. You can see that this thing is not looking straight, it's not looking right. At courtship level, you are already unhappy. What do you think you will get when you marry? And see, when you are in a marriage and you are not happy, there is no way you can be productive even in life generally. And I always say this, if you don't understand life itself, you will struggle in marriage. Because see, people that do marry better are people that have a good understanding of what life is all about. Life is not all about sex. Life is not all about giving birth to children. See, these children, they will grow up someday, they will leave you, they will go on their own, they will start their own life. At that level, what will you be doing? What can we say of your life? What are you doing with your time, with your resource, with the talent, with the gift, with everything that God has deposited in you as a human being? Because if it's marriage and giving birth to children that makes you a human being, then animals, chicken, monkeys too, they give birth to children, they mate, they have people they have sex with, and they give birth to children. So you have no difference than them. So what makes you a higher being than those creatures? It is what you do to advance society, to advance your life, development of nations, development of yourself. What are you doing to contribute to this earth? What is it you are there? Ask yourself, how am I solving problem for humanity? How am I solving problem for the nations? How am I solving problem for society? Which problem am I solving? Ask yourself. See, marriage is not the only thing God has called you to achieve on this earth. It's part of your destiny, but it's not the entirety of your destiny. So, young lady, have a rethink. But it is obvious, and heaven can bear us witness, that help has reached you. So if you end up making a mistake eventually, I'm sure God will be able to say, help reached her. There are some people that help did not reach them. I mean, 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, there was no forum like marriage clinic where people could run to say, please help me look at my decision, help me look at my thoughts. Am I about to do the right thing? And people in that group, we have people in their 60s, in their 70s, elderly men and women. We have people in their 30s, in their 40s. We have divorced people there. We have married people there. People that have been married for 40 years are there. That have been married for 50 years are there. They've seen life. We've seen people that have seen life there. And when they read your case, they will be able to tell you, hey, don't do it like this. You are going to regret it. You will make mistakes. This is the area you should work on. Don't do this, don't do it. But you discard all those advice. You think we are playing there. And you say, don't worry. My pastors say we can work it out. We can work it out. See, pastors too are human. They have their own marital challenges as well. See, you are the one that will live with this guy. They will not be there to live with you. And when the issues start happening, you will not see them there. Even if you see them there, you will only see them to pray, and when they pray, they also live. They will not live with you in that house. So when your eye starts to see reality play out in that marriage, you will be left alone. So please, let's exercise caution. Let's not put sex ahead of research, investigation, discovery of who we want to marry. Knowing the content of their character is very vital. Sex will confuse you when you put sex ahead of discovering who they really are, and you have no business sleeping with someone that you don't even know, that you don't know their character, you don't know their attitude, you don't know them very well, that are not treating you well. I mean, sex is beyond just PP and vagina. It's the exchange of energies. You don't know the spirit they carry, and they come and add it to you. So please, let's be careful, young people. I just felt I needed to do this video so that others can learn from me. Others can learn from me. See, you've God has sent you help. God has sent you angels in human form to tell you, hey, young lady, this step you are about to take will lead you into fire. But since you said you prefer to dive into the fire because I must marry by force, 2022 is my year of marriage. It's cool. No one is saying you shouldn't marry. But young man, young woman, marry the right person. Marry someone that will bring advancement to your life, that will bring happiness to your life. We don't want to see you looking 40 when you are only 25 or 30. We don't want to see you looking 60 when you are only 45. Please, there is more to your life than devoting your life to just, you know, I don't understand, to just giving back to children and sexual activity when you can do more. God has created you for much more. For much more. You are created for much more. Women especially, wake up. Don't think you are useless without a man. Learn to be independent. Don't be an overly dependent adult. No man is your provider. Make God your provider. And you yourself, you have what it takes. God has deposited in you what it takes to not only provide for yourself, to also provide for your children and or even other children that you did not give birth to. So why always making it look like, oh, if there is no man there, my life cannot move forward, I can't make progress? It's a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Our lives will make progress so long you are using your time, your resource, time that God has given to you, you are using it meaningfully. It's touching life, impacting life. It's for the advancement of mankind. I tell you, the blessings of God will come upon your life. The peace of God will fill your heart. At times when we look beautiful and when we are glowing like this, it's not about all the money, or it's about the fact that we are at the center of His will, and the person we got married to, you know, to the glory of God, is giving us peace at home. Because if we don't have peace at home, I tell you, I won't have the sense to think of a marriage clinic, not to talk of starting it and running it like that. And my husband is in full support. He's always giving me support. At times when I hit a hard issue or a crossroad, I will sit with him and say, this case looks very difficult, very popular. And by the time he makes me see it from the angle of a man, from the angle of a woman, before we know it, solution comes, and I'll have to tell the person, why not try it this way? Why not try it that way? And that's how we get results. But imagine marrying the wrong person. You'll be like, what nonsense marriage clinic are you even doing? Which marriage? What's your business about what other people's like? No. See, when you marry the wrong spouse, you are a goner. I would like to stop here now. I hope to see us, in subsequent video. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do so, because this year we are coming out hotter and in focus and better. So please go subscribe. I remain your host, Molai Han Okuti, and I will meet again. Bye bye.